Gary Nasai Minasan, big news. We got trailer for Revice Forward, Kamen Rider Live Evil and Demons. Let's go.
何を信じればいいんですか。
Okay.
田博美容疑者を指名手配しました。一緒に来い。
一緒に来い。Yes. Hana is back.
俺にはどうしてもやらなきゃならないことがある。
There's no Tamaki. We don't see Tamaki at all, man. We got Josh Karizaki. He's back in action. Let's go. Hey, okay. We do get to see Tamaki, okay? We do get to see Tamaki. Kagero. What? Interesting. Oh, Iki is back. Hey, Revice driver. Okay, so very amazing trailer, and at the end of the trailer, we actually get to see Kamen Rider Live and Kamen Rider Evil using the Revice driver and their form, their costume. Not gonna lie, it still looks very ugly. I don't understand why that the Mega Bats Vice stamp is actually black and yellow in color, but they actually created the suit to be red and blue. I was not gonna lie, I was secretly hoping that they are really just gonna go all out with the Batman reference here, because black and yellow is the color of Batman. I'm quite disappointed here, not gonna lie, but I'm not here to bitch about the costume. I'm not here to complain about the costume. I'm here to talk about the trailer. So with that being said, let us go through, in a sense, not really like a scene by scene, but let us go through a few scene in the trailer that really stood out to me. First scene is Hana. She's back in action. We need to talk about Hana because I felt like with all the court cases surrounding her recently, it really makes me worried that hey, maybe they have some certain plan for Hana for for Revice Forward, but they might have to cancel it because of the thing that she's going through right now. I'm not so sure, okay, but I'm really excited to see that she's back in action. Very amazing stuff. But a few things that we actually get to see here is Hiromi in this scene looks very afraid, and I would assume that the reason why he is so afraid in this scene is because this is the first time his demon actually spoke to him, and it really spoke him, because all this while he has been fighting with other people. He even fought with Val when he uses the demon's driver. He never even thought about his own demon. So I would say maybe this is the moment where his demon actually came out from him. But we are still waiting to see who is the actual villain here. How did the demon of Hiromi actually kind of like go out of control and have his own will, manage to do all this trouble, create all this chaos and all the stuff. So really amazing stuff. And we got a new guy here. We are not sure who this is. One of the member of Bluebird. Is he gonna be the secret villain of the show? 100% yes, okay, 100% that this guy is gonna be some sort of a villain in the show itself. Very predictable, I would say. And then next we got Hiromi being Hiromi, very awesome, looking good. And I'm not gonna lie, Hiromi is one of the best character in Kamen Rider Revice. Okay, so let me move on to the next one. Finally, some bike action, and the reason why we actually get to see a bike action here is because this is not a modded bike. They didn't, I would say they didn't actually mod this bike. And the biggest problem with why we don't actually get to see a lot of bike action in Kamen Rider show recently, it is because of the law in Japan. Like in Japan, they actually released a law saying that you are not allowed to ride modded bike in the street. So this includes during the production. I felt like if they really want to go through all the process of showing the modded bike and asking for permission to do that, I felt like they're gonna be, the production is gonna be affected in a sense. So that is why we don't actually get to see a lot of bike action recently in the Kamen Rider show itself. Very, very interesting stuff. Next, we actually get to see Josh Karizaki, my boy, making a return. We are still waiting for Josh Karizaki Rider System full MV to be released. Okay, we are still waiting for that, and I can't wait to actually for that MV to actually drop when it finally drop. Okay, so let me move on. We get to see the girl that Hiromi is trying to protect. We are not sure who is she and why is Hiromi kind of like flirting with her or something like that. Like I don't know, man. Like is this girl gonna be the lover of Hiromi, or is this girl gonna be kind of like I don't know, man. Like I want Hiromi to be happy, man. I want Hiromi to get a girl by the end of the story, like, you know, have his own family, since like he no longer have anyone. He loses his father, he loses his mother, he's the only child. It is time for him to start his own family. If the ending of the movie is about them getting married, that is gonna be so good. Okay, but I don't think that is the case. Okay, Hiromi is an old dude, this girl is fairly young, so I'm not sure what is the story here. And we actually get to see kind of like a villain looking girl here. Definitely this is the villain group that they are gonna fight. We are not so sure how important they are to the story and what role they are gonna play in the story itself, but we actually get to see the next scene. Our Sim Lord is back in action, fighting with Hiromi. We are not sure why they are fighting, but something is definitely wrong here. And then we get to see our queen using a blaster, Bluebird blaster. We are not sure what is that, but Hiromi getting beaten poorly. And next scene. Okay, this is interesting because we actually get to see Kagero in action once again, and in the scene itself, Kagero actually say it is time for our contract to be broken. Okay, so maybe like Daiji did something that actually fulfilled their contract, and their contract actually officially ended, something like that. Because we all know, in order for the Igarashi siblings to use the power of their demons itself, they actually needs to have a contract with them. So maybe this is the case where we actually get to see Kagero, or should I say, yeah, Kagero fulfilling the contract of Daiji, and therefore he is actually free. And we actually get to see Kagero beating the shit out of Hiromi. And this is the scene that I'm talking about, when we actually see both Kagero and Daiji at the same time. I feel like a lot of people would have forgotten that throughout the entire series, this only happens once. There is only one time where both Kagero and Daiji appears at the same place at the same time, where it is the place where they actually fight with one another, which is also the episode where we actually get to see Kagero fake his own death, something like that. So we are not sure what happened here, but apparently Kagero have his own body once again. I would say the biggest plot hole in Kamen Rider Revice is the ability of Kagero to take over the body of Daiji so easily, compared to Vice taking over the body of Iki and Lovecraft taking over the body of Sakura. But I would say there are also some explanation can be done for both Iki and Sakura, because Vice don't really have the desire to take over the body of Iki. Like he always wanted to protect Iki. That is his whole deal. He wants to protect Iki. And Lovecraft is just too timid and weak to take over the body of Sakura, I would say. So very interesting stuff that we actually get to see here. Next, we get to see Daiji screaming. We are not sure what happened, but next scene is big because we get to see Hiromi becoming a weird ass samurai looking dude with a weird hair color, beating the shit out of Evility Life without even henshin. And I felt like the reason why he's able to like kind of like cut Evility Life is because Daiji didn't actually do anything to that demon Hiromi, something like that. Sakura is back in action, that is good. And then we got some really, really sweet moment between Hiromi and the girl. So that is why I'm like kind of like suspecting that maybe they are gonna get together. I'm not sure. We get to see two guys boxing. I would assume this is Daiji and Hiromi. And then next scene, we get to see Iki and Daiji talking in the bathhouse, something like that. Looks really, really interesting. We are not sure what is happening, but Iki is becoming a sort of kind of like a mentor figure for Daiji right now, since he no longer actually fight as Revice anymore, but we do actually get to see him fight in Kamen Rider Giff and Kamen Rider Revice. So we're still waiting to see how is that gonna happen. Okay, so next thing is we get to see Hiromi and Daiji standing side by side versus Kagero and Demon Hiromi. Okay, so this is amazing, and this is the scene, guys. This is the scene. Like, we can see it in Daiji face. He's like, F this shit. Like, I'm about to henshin into one of the most ugliest, the most ugly Kamen Rider in Kamen Rider history. And this is, he knows. When he make this face, he knows it, okay? Like, oh shit. I'm about to get memed to shit. But I'm gonna do it for the money. Action! Into the most ugly Kamen Rider in history. Insane, man. Like, Daiji, I know you don't want to do it. You don't have to do it. God damn, it looks freaking ugly. I hate the suit, man. I really, really hated the suit. Like, the color scheme is so weird. Purple and red with the black and cyan color. What are they thinking, man? Like, oh man. Okay, let me move on. We get to see Imperial Demons. Okay, like, it's not like really like a clear shot, but we get to see Imperial Demon fighting with some goons. We are not sure what is this, but I will assume the villain of the show. And that's it. That is the end of the trailer itself. Amazing stuff. We get to see a lot of news, a lot of information, but at the same time, we also got a lot of disappointment from the suit itself. I feel like it is too late. We can bitch all we want about the design of the suit, but at the end of the day, they are never gonna change it. Like I said in the beginning of the video, they wasted an opportunity, man. They wasted it, and it's never gonna come back. That is all from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what you see here, make sure to henshin that red button into a silver one, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.